OK, kids, get them while they're hot. I've got Zool 2 for a £5. No, I'm robbing myself. 4 quid, no, 3, 2 quid. 2 quid, and I'll give you 3 for a £5. Sold to the boy in the green T-shirt.
Actually, it's illegal to copy discs, let alone sell the copies.
Yeah, well, I was just kidding. Actually, Violet's right. Piracy is against the law, and you can get into serious trouble if you get involved in it. This was a raid organised by the police at a car boot sale last year. Markets and car boot sales are the main outlet for pirated games, and it's big business. So far this year, 47,000 pirate discs have been seized. Programmers have come up with different ways to protect their software. There's the code wheel, of course, and we've all spent hours and hours flicking through a manual looking for keywords. There's also protection built into the software. A protection that's been built in can be taken out.
Although this disc is copy protected, a copy program like this one can copy everything on it onto a blank disc. The result? A perfect copy, but with the protection still in it. Now, what I've just done is strictly illegal, so I'm going to destroy the copied disc.
It's a vicious circle. People say the games are too expensive, but the games manufacturers say that for every 1 floppy disk sold at full price in the shops, there are 8 or 9 copies in circulation. That's why fewer and fewer games are being developed for floppy disks. And if you've got any copied games at home, you're breaking the law too. So what you should do with them is chuck them in the bin. I think I prefer one that's in mint condition. And so to piracy part 2. It's impossible for you and I to copy cartridges. You can't get hold of the blanks, for a start. But take a look at this little lot. This little lot, with the exception of 3, are all fake cartridges. Mind you, some are easier to spot than others. These both purport to be Superstar was for the SNES, but no prizes for guessing which is the original and which is the fake. That's the real one, and that's the fake. I mean, just look at the label. It's awful. Gets a bit better, though, with this Spider-Man for the Game Gear. This is the genuine one. This is the forgery. But it's a good picture. The box is all right, but it's completely the wrong shape and the wrong size. Best forgery I've seen is probably this one, for Olympic Gold for the Mega Drive. They've got the packaging right, they've got that distinctive Sega-looking grid, and they've got the picture on the front, although it's too big. And inside, the cartridge itself looks just like a Mega Drive cart, although there are no instructions, and with fake games, there are very rarely instructions. Sometimes you get a photocopied A4 sheet. The thing that's missing from all the fakes is the word Sega or Nintendo, and that's because it's a greater offence to breach a copyright of a logo than it is to produce fake games. And be careful, if you use a fake cart, it might blow up your system.
We got this in Pakistan, and you can get one here if you know where to look. Basically, it copies your cartridge game down onto a floppy disk, then you can get rid of your cartridge and play the game from the floppy disk through your SNES. It's very easy to use and highly illegal, as are other so-called backup devices sold by various shady characters. Oh, and I'm not going to demonstrate this one.
At the moment, the manufacturers are one step ahead of the pirates because of these. CDs are relatively cheap to produce and at the moment almost impossible to copy, although we have heard that there are already some bootleg copies of Mega CD games available in the Far East. The moral of the piece is simple. Don't copy software. It's illegal, it's stealing, and you could be prosecuted for it. And it makes games more expensive for everybody.
And if you come across dodgy software, don't buy it. Tell your local trading standards office. Now for some official games reviews.